Hi, this is Stan. Welcome back to the Crow's Nest Railroad. Well, on a previous episode, we built this flat car, and today I'd like to show you the build I did on this 7-plank wagon. This will be a riding car and sort of an engineer's car. So if that sounds interesting, join me and we'll build it together. What we're going to build today is sort of a test car, kind of an engineer's car, riding car. And I want to see how this design works, and I also want to be able to try out the new Maxi-Track trucks that I bought. So for an inspiration for this, I'm using the Maxi-Track's riding car as an example. I'll try and put a picture of it up on the screen there so you can see. So I've pre-cut all these pieces. I'm not going to glue everything together. Everything will just be screwed together today. And if I like it, if it works, I'll probably tear it apart and pretty it up a little bit and glue it back together for real. But we're kind of making a prototype and we're making it up as we go along. So to be honest with you, that's my favorite way of building things. I really don't like to build from plans and things like that. I just kind of like to make things up and see where it takes me. Sometimes you get into a blind alley and you have to turn around and head back, but that's okay. That's what I like to do. It's fun. So these two pieces here, 1/2 inch Baltic birch. Most everything is Baltic birch. These are 1/2 inch and they are 16 wide by 8.5 tall. These are 2 footboards, 3 inches. These are 3/4 inch Baltic birch. This is the base or the floor, and this is 3/4 inch Baltic birch as well. This is 9 inches by nominally 34.5. And then 2 pieces of 1/2 inch. These are for the sides. Also, I ripped up some poplar strips that I can use for mounting and to hold a few things together on the inside of the car. I may need a few more of these, but we'll see if this is enough. So most everything is cut to length and to height. So the first thing we're going to do is cut the 2 end pieces, kind of the front and back of the train car. And so let's take a look at that. All right, here's an end piece and I've marked it. We have to cut a diagonal, make a little right triangle shape on the 2 outsides, and we'll have to do that at the table saw. But I've marked everything up. I don't know if you can see it. So you're looking at the end of the car. Here's where a footrest will be, and a footrest, the 2 sides, and the base. And this will slope down and help support this footrest. Okay, there's the floor. And there's the side. And then the footrest goes here. And then we'll cut this angle. So here's our 2 end pieces. The sides will go in like this. Here's our base, but this base is going to be raised up for a 6-inch drop. And here's our 2 footrests, and they will be down at this level. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to measure our base, find the center line, and find out where I need to put 2 holes in for this center pin bolt on the trucks. So I'm going to drill a hole from side to side in the center and 6 1/4 inches in from the end with a 7/8 Forstner bit. And while we're at it, let me go ahead and mark where the holes need to be for this mounting plate. Well, good morning. It's another great day to hang out in the shop, get some things done. So yesterday we got started on our little riding car, engineer car project, and I went ahead and, just for fun, attached the trucks to the body, so you can see how that works out. 4 screws in there. And I think what I'm going to do is, on the front panel and on the sides, I'm going to simulate some planking. I might as well go ahead and do that now. And I'll take it over to the table saw and we'll cut some stripes in it that will resemble planking. It'd be easier for me to do that now, and might as well get that over with. The other thing is, I was going to use some cleats to put the sides on, and I've decided that I shouldn't be lazy. I should go ahead on these side panels and cut a dado all the way around so that they will fit in there, and I can simply screw them in, and really what will hold the vertical position is the dado, and not have to put a cleat on there. The cleat is kind of a lazy way to do it, so I might as well fire up another cup of coffee and get that done at the same time. However, what that means is there's going to be a slight difference in length on these pieces, so I'm going to have to adjust for that, because this bottom will be slightly inset into the dado on all 4 sides, so I may have to adjust the length on the side pieces to accommodate that. Okay, so let's head over to the saw, and I think I'll cut the dado first. So in order to do that, I'm going to mark off my 6 inches for the reveal on the top, and then I can cut the dados from there and test fit to make sure that it's a nice snug fit all the way around. So let's get busy with that. Okay, I got the depth of the blade set and ran a little test piece, and so you can see the depth of cut here, and this will have to be wider, of course, but I'll start running all the pieces through. I'll set my fence at 6 inches, and then I'll widen it from there. So let's get busy. There's my 6-inch reveal, and so all these pieces will orient this way. So here we go. Okay, so you can see how the dado fits in here, and now you can see that these are too long. I'm going to have to trim them back to about there so that the base can protrude into this dado that we cut, because this fits on there like that. Alright, got the 2 sides screwed into place. And now I have to take a look at those end caps. I'm not exactly happy with the way they're looking. I have to trim them down to size anyway, so I may make a couple changes. Let's see. Okay, I like that profile much better, and I think this will be strong enough. We'll find out. I had originally thought I needed this triangulation for strength, but we'll see. So I've just got these panels tied together at the top with a screw. Like we said before, there's no glue on this, everything is screwed together, and eventually I will put some aluminum trim like this. I don't think I have enough scraps right now, so I may have to buy a piece of this, but anyway, you can kind of envision how that will look, and I may do something along the top. I don't know. Decision for down the road. But the very next thing is we got to get the footboards in. Alright, I have the footboards in. Right now they're screwed into place. If this thing works out long term, I may take some through bolts and put a couple of those in to add a little extra strength. But we'll see. For right now, let me flip it over, put the trucks back on, and let's take a look. One thing I've got to do, I might as well do it now, I've got to add a clevis here. This will be instead of a typical American coupler. So let me drill this out and put one on either end. Well, everything on our test car is just about finished here. I've got the clevises in. There'll be some aluminum bar that will connect one car to another instead of the American style couplers. One more thing I have to add though, and that is a little bit of a seat. Next on the agenda is to give this thing a test, and if everything works out okay, then I can tear this apart, pretty it up, add some of the finishing touches, and move on to the next project. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you here next time.